Being spontaneous is not the easiest thing for me. Often I overthink decisions, no matter if the result is important or not. But sometimes, if you are able to let go, it can free yourself.
I wonder if your pretty eyes see it.
And this is me, David. I'm a nature filmmaker and ecologist. Together with Heide, I travel the world. Usually we do this for our job. We film high-quality nature and wildlife documentaries. While this sounds like a dream job, we often do not have much free time. Our last holiday was more than 2 years ago, so we really needed a break from work.
With no direction.
After Christmas, we took some days off, so we decided to be spontaneous, at least one time. We packed our stuff and headed south.
Gets you down, it lets you bleed. And I need to get out.
We had a cold night in the car, so warm tea and the coffee was very welcome. And of course, some simple cereals.
Weeks I could drive away, and you could find another victim.
After checking the route for the day, we moved on. Our destination was south. We wanted to see the ocean.
With no direction. In a couple years, and a little more grey, we'll stop dreaming about each other. It's no one's fault, we'll find a way to get senseless for one another.
Seeing the Croatian coastline in late December was something magical and created the first feeling of being on vacation. Even if the weather was not the best, we did a first hike to a pirate cave.
Where do you go when the lights are turning off? Where do you go when your hopes are falling from the windows? Where do you go when it feels like you'll never be enough?
Our way was leading us up the hill. Already 2000 years before Christ, there was a prehistoric fortress here. Some of the stone walls are still visible. Beside that, you have a good view over the bay. But it was getting dark and we wanted to pay a quick visit to the local supermarket because of the national holiday on the next day.
I feel this way, senseless, with no direction.
We awoke to a beautiful view of the ocean. The advantage of traveling off-season is always that you have the best places all to yourself. But we were also on a special mission to find something we forgot to buy at the supermarket last evening. So we decided to walk the coastline to the next town. But every shop was closed and it seemed that the majority of the apartments were also accommodations for summertime. The place felt like a ghost town. We forgot our salt. Everything is closed. And we think about to cook it out of the sea. So maybe we can use the seawater. But it's not very efficient. So we search for alternatives, and one is to ask random people if we can get salt or go to a restaurant, but this is not that easy because everything is closed here.
And also because we're both very shy and we don't
Socially awkward are we? We are socially awkward. We don't talk to other people that often. We didn't find any salt, so we were heading back a 2-hour hike to our car. It was New Year's Eve, and we wanted to make a little fire at the beach in our oven. It was not that easy to start it with wet wood in the storm, but finally we had success. After dinner, we were ready for the new year. In the night, a storm was hitting the coast. In the morning, the sea was still rough. Watching and hearing the waves is always something meditative for me.
Hey love, you got your heart on your sleeve.
The rough sea and the waving of the sailboat perfectly sums up the last year. A lot of ups and downs, headwinds, travels and adventures, positive and negative moments, happiness and sadness. I know you can start every day new, but for me the new year is also always an opportunity for change, progress and realizing new dreams. In the last year, we felt stressed a lot to produce these YouTube videos for you. It's hard to make full-length documentaries for a living and also share the behind the scenes here on YouTube on a regular schedule. But when we went on this short trip, we realized that we wanted something to remember for ourselves. Our documentaries are polished films about a specific topic. It is not necessary to reflect what we experienced to make these movies. So YouTube is our way to look back in a few years and see what we did. It's already our last full day in Croatia, and we did a full day hike around the peninsula.
I have you, and you have me. That puts a bow up in the sky, tells the rain to cease.
Actually, I wanted to swim at least one time when we are here in Croatia. But the weather wasn't the best in the last days. But I decided that January the 1st is the right moment to get into the, at least for me, freezing cold water.
This shines like you. So let's carve our names into this tree, and then lay beneath.
It's the last morning here in Croatia and I wanted to fly my drone around this beautiful coastline.
We're strong as a maple, twice as sweet. We've had ups and we've had downs. We've had warm nights, we've gone round and round. What I know, this much is true. There ain't a tree with any roots me like you. Oh, I've gone north, I've gone south, I've gone east, west, inward and out.
At the end of our short trip to Croatia, the ocean says goodbye with a very special greeting. We had the chance to see these Adriatic dolphins. Such a wonderful moment.
Don't point to you.
If you've been trying to live on the spur of the moment, to be more active and also to treasure the little moments, this is your sign to live up to this resolution. Make a promise to yourself.